This video is intended to help you start working with primitives, this time in AutoCAD. The last time we did them in SketchUp. Now we're going to work with primitives in AutoCAD. So this is helping you get a leg up on what we're going to go over in our lecture on Tuesday the 9th for Design 320. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we're supposed to do. And I'm not going to do exactly your homework, but I'm going to show you what it is. So I'm going to start AutoCAD, and I'm using VMware so that if you happen to be on it, my screen will look exactly like yours when you start. It does take a little while. There it comes. And you can click OK there. Doesn't hurt anything. And you'll see this ugly background with grids and all that kind of stuff. There's a few things that I need to do to fix this up to be able to draw the way I want to draw. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of this little blocky background. And then I'm going to go over to the three little dots, three little bars over on the side. Sorry, I'm going to go to the gear. I'm going to go to the gear, click, and I'm going to go to 3D modeling. Click. And now I'll be able to see my primitives. There it is. These are all the things that are called primitives, and these are all the things that I can draw. The other thing I'm going to do is go over to here to this little corner of the box, the little corner. And I'm going to look at things kind of sideways. There we go. So let me make a box. Click. And I'm just going to type in the dimensions of the box. I'll put 6. And now to get to the next tab, I hit tab and I go 4. And how high? 2. That's 6 by 4 by 2. If I double click the mouse wheel, click, click, it zooms to everything I've drawn. I scroll in and out with my wheel, hold the wheel down, I move back and forth. Now I'm not moving the part, I'm just changing where it is on my screen. Okay, and that's called a wireframe view, which can be pretty good, or I can look at a number of other ways. This hidden view is also pretty good. So that's how you make a box. I just said make a box. Make a box. Now, another thing that I often want to make is a cylinder. Click. And so I'll click where I want my cylinder to go. And now, if I want it to do, it's doing the radius right now. If I want it to do the diameter, I have to type the letter D, enter. And now I'll type my diameter. I'll make my diameter 1.5. And then the height, I can just use my mouse or I can type it in. I'll make it tall. So now I've just made 2 primitives. 2 primitives. I've made a box and I've made a cylinder. So I better save this work because I just did something good. Save as. I'll put it on. I'm in. Here we go. This is going to be my AutoCAD primitives. So that's cool. Now look at all these things up here. But I might want to copy this primitive so that the center point is on a corner. Now to find out whether I can automatically snap to those. I see that my endpoint is set and my center is set. I can turn these other ones off if I want. So if this box is lit up, snap cursor, then it'll jump to these automatically, which is kind of cool. Just clicked my mouse there to get into it. So let me do that copy command. And I can just type copy, enter, select my object. See, it's telling me what to do. Select the object. That's the one I want. And then I can select more than one object. So when I'm done selecting, I have to press enter. And then it says base point. That means what do you want to line up on the one you're going to copy? I want to line up the center, and see how when I get close, it kind of pops in and says center. Click, and I want to put it on the corner. Click, and I want to put it on the other corner. Click, and the other corner. Click, and the other corner. Click. And when I'm done, I just hit enter. Wow. And again, I can look at this. This is like my styles button. I like this hidden one. Now, these are all separate parts that happen to be touching each other. So that looks neato. Okay, but now maybe what I want to do is I want to make one version of this. So I'm going to copy it. Now watch. If I click in the upper left and let go of the mouse and come down and get around everything, see how it highlights everything that's all the way in the box. That's if I select upper left, lower right. If I go lower right to upper left, it's whatever touches or is inside the box. I'm going to make a couple of copies here. I'm just putting them anywhere. I don't really care. And you know what? I think I'll get rid of these ones. Click, 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 and I'll hit the delete button. There. So now I've got my 4 things to show. I've got my cylinder, my brick, and this one I want to make them all one piece. I want to add them together. Here's the add. They call it union. So if I type it in, I have to say I have to make a union of those, or I have to add them together. And I'm just going to highlight them all and hit enter. They're all one piece now. Isn't that cool? Now I'm going to subtract, and subtract is a little bit funny. Subtract. You have to do this in just the right order. Subtract, and you have to pick what you want to subtract from, what you want to keep. I want to keep the brick. Okay, so I'll press enter. I'm done with what I want to keep. And now what do I want to subtract from it? I want to take away these little corner pieces. Enter. Oh, is that too cool? Now this has a nice black background and you might like that. You can go to this layout and everything shows up on a white piece of paper. So you can show it either way you'd like. But this has your 4 parts that I'm asking for in your thing. Now, you can do more if you want. It's amazing what you can do with this. You can stick it on top. There's tons of stuff you can do. You can move it to the geometric center. Let's come over here, see if I can find geometric center. Should be on here. I'm not seeing it now. There it is, geometric center. Oh, it's not going to find it because I don't have a flat spot. That's okay. If I want to, I can draw a line from corner to corner, and I can put it on the midpoint of that line. There are other things that I can do. I can rotate things if I feel like it, 3D rotate. I can make arrays. I can fillet the edges. I can split things. I can mirror things. Lots and lots of things to do. But for now, this is certainly enough. There you go. As always, if you have questions, go to my appointment calendar and sign yourself up.